So that's not quite what I expected, and not from the internet to do that. But and there's already lag spike. I just started the stream. Okay. Alright, so the end of part one with the Iron Golem thing, we determined that Wood Sword went through exactly 300 golems just hitting it normally. Now I already know what the number is for the gold sword because I did it off camera. Well, I finished off camera, I'll redo it here so you can see it. 60 hits from the wood sword, which went through 3 iron golems exactly before it broke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Which again, from main part 1, 1 iron golem and 33 quarters broke. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 30, 31, 32. Okay, hold on. Because off camera I had a number of 33. Where did I miss a number? I don't know what's going on, but I feel like I missed some. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 30, 33. Just over half of the amount of stabs I got with the wood sword. Yeah, I think that continuing from part one, I think that goes to show how much more worthless the gold is in the wood, and you can get the wood sword much easier, and it's more durable than the gold. So honestly, I could care less if they keep that the same or not. Just going off of from where I started at the end of part one, I was talking about how the wood sword seems to do 2.5 hearts when this number is always set +4, which in the guidebook it said every half a heart was a HP, and by this it refers to HP because it doesn't do 4 hearts. So my thing is, like I said, the question at the end was it supposed to do 2.5 and this number is wrong, or should it be doing like 2 hearts and it doesn't? And at the end I was talking about story bags, I can remember that these numbers were all the same except for this one, and that even for this, as long as I can remember, it's been the same when they added it. So at the end I was talking about how like either these numbers did go up one, possibly except for the gold, depending on how they go about that, as worthless as it is, or they need to fix the damage. So basically, in part one, I was talking about like this is something that only Mojang can like help solve because this would be like this would right now this is giving like misinformation. Like I don't know, like obviously it's only now in time that I'm doing this all down to detail. So back when I seen that this is supposed to do 4 kite damage, which was equal to 2 hearts, I would have thought it was always 2 hearts. I would never thought it was different. So now that I'm thinking about it and trying it out, I'm not sure if this is just, I mean, like I said, I don't think it was always supposed to be like this because, well, Mojang made those guidebooks, I'm pretty sure. Or at least, like, Mojang would be well, like, aware of those books. And I'm sure something would have been said by now that I would have known of if there was any misinformation in there. But, I mean, maybe there's something they can fix for one of the next updates. Is they can make, like I said, either they need to change what number shows or they need to, like, make it to where it does the set amount of damage. It's like I said, you know, that guidebook doesn't tie in with some of these super new updates and stuff what we have now, but the concept that applied, the concept that it was implying was that every half a heart was an HP, was 1 HP, And that also means that these are referring to HP since this don't do that many hearts. So like I said, this shouldn't be doing 2.5, or this number shouldn't be showing 4. But honestly, I think Mojang is the only one that truly knows which way they think it should be and which way they should fix. But that also means at some point I'm gonna need to. Oh god. You see, folks, this whole thing with me is just gonna go down in a spiral. It's just honestly kind of like a rabbit hole of sorts. It's like a spiral of sorts. I'm not really worried about the mace, so I'm gonna plug those in with that because the mace is like normally the damage is says +5. But I also know that that can vary on its own because of its like if you like when you fall and do damage with it, it does like more. Like if you regularly crit, honestly it does slightly more, dependably, but when you fall from a different amount of height, it does a different amount of damage in general. Like to the point where people can just clutch using it. But this means that I'm gonna have to basically go down the rabbit hole with each of these and see what's going on here. Wait, what? No, let's do that. That can't be right. Hold on. No. There's no way the hoe does more damage than the shovel. Last I checked, the wood hoe does nothing. What? Hold on. Let me see this. Okay. Shovel. Shovels go there. Alright, apparently the hose do 2 damage. I don't believe the hose do more damage. I thought the hose did like pretty much nothing. And I'm not saying that because of seeing Minecraft Java stuff. I'm saying it because I could have sworn that's what it was, but apparently somewhere in here, at least in the well, I don't know. I mean, the sword shows that it does 4 heart or 4 HP, but it does 2.5. I mean, but it does like 5 HP. So I don't know. And because I don't actually know which one it is, I'm gonna go here, take those out because there's 6 different like types of each. I'm gonna put the axe. Well, actually, I'll just put the hose in here because they're not typically used for weapons. They're usually like the last things used as weapons. Usually shovels even are used before these. Mainly because wood hoes are always known for not even, I mean, maybe to mine hay bales, but like, they're usually also known for, like, they're mainly known for farming. And granted, the other tools are mainly known for digging certain, like, blocks, like, the pickaxe is mainly known for mining stones and ores. The wood shovel mainly for digging dirt, another gravel, sand, other like blocks like that faster, or tilling dirt. Axe is for mining blocks like wood faster, or for stripping the logs, or whatever, or for uh, unlaxing the copper, or whatever. But like the hoe is like one of those things because like I don't see a whole lot of tilling dirt or stripping logs. I see a lot more mining with these, but for these I actually see more farming, tilling the dirt, like for the crops than I do using it to mine, for hay bales. Or if I do see use mining hay bale, that's about it. And for these, I think it's a tilling dirt. That's actually like making like um, this. I think would be tilling the dirt. What that does, but this I think is something else. Like I guess like just like just making a path, like cutting a path in the dirt, like where the grass block, like the top is like yellow. That's me. This is gonna be something. I can still test this. I think even by myself. Let me see if it actually lets me. Uh, what do I do here? I think I'll borrow her account for a second. I think. If we do that. Oh. Oh, yeah, that's right. This is like online. So, in order to use the split screen, I have to turn this off and then go back in, which, think about it here. Well, they invite me to the party, but they're probably won't, well, I guess they're on the party if I get it. But they're playing Minecraft, but they are already doing their own stuff, and I don't think they're gonna be interested in trying to help out with all this stuff. Or not as nowhere near as deeply interested as I am. Alright. So it should let them know. It's just set to put that start button. So now it's gonna be two screens for you guys, which yeah. If we have it set to like vertical screen. Okay, considering that I'm actually like okay. I'm doing horizontal split screen for now. Somehow it just messing with me more doing vertical. Well, especially because I'm basically controlling both sides of the screen. And for some reason, I'm trying to focus on both when I'm in vertical, it just hurts me more. I don't know. Well, I mean, it makes sense because your eyes are on the left and right side of your head, so looking at the tops and bottoms. And me trying to focus on the left when part of my eye is also uh, corner eyeing the right side at the same time. Same thing with up and down, but like not much with eyes being side to side. So, that. Oh yeah. Okay, let me just health boost, and then I need to. Oh wait. I'll just well, actually, I'll do lingering health too. Do that. Really? Okay, it's supposed to linger. Okay. It's so. What? How does that work exactly? Alright, it's. What? So that's how those work? Okay, so I also apparently just figured out how limit push works, because when I moved around more, before I started moving around, there's less particles. I moved around, now there's more, or when I wasn't moving around, there's more, now I moved around, there's less. Apparently, that's how lingering potions work. So that's something else now. Alright. So in the meantime, we use what? Let's just leave the jug over here. Done. Plug back into the sword. Um, real quick, actually, let's see the sword. So I did 2.5. And that said it was supposed to do 4, which is like 2 hearts, and I did 2.5 hearts. And then this 3, it did 3, and this says 5 is hack damage with its 2.5 HP, and it did 3. So this says 6, which is like 3 hearts equivalent. It did 3.5. Wait, what? I did turn natural regen off, right? Yeah. Hold on. Wait. 2.5. 3. Okay. Yeah, I did 3 offensive snaps word. 3. Or no, this is 3.5. Okay. And then this is the gold sword, which supposedly does the same amount as wit sword. That also did the same amount as wit sword, so they're both like wrong. This is the one that's supposed to do 7, which is equivalent to 3.5. But it only did 4. This sets 8, which is equivalent to 4 hearts. And it did the rest of that row, which was 1/2. So every sword does 1/2 heart more than what it should. And that's swords. Now, the second strongest thing out of all of these things are the axes there. I'm not counting the maces, I only have them there to separate everything else from the hoes, since these are like very rare to use in fights. Like, I don't even see them hardly in PvP kids. Never. Alright, so now we do the axes. This one, which, keep in mind, these ones are only like a number lower. Which I had these like organized like 1. Oh, well. Okay, actually, I should put those like that. Like this was supposed to do 1, 2, and then this being here would do 3, and that would do 4. So that's how it should have been. So this is supposed to do 3 damage or 1.5 hearts. It did 2. This should do 2 hearts. That did 2.5. That should do, what is this? 5. So that should do 2.5. Oh, I did 3. This one should do 1.5. But I did 2. And then this one should do 3. But I did 3.5. This one should do 3.5. Did 4. So far, the whole thing with the swords not following the numbers so far is actually holding true to the axes and the swords. So I'm going to see the pickaxes next, so they do 2. Well, this one does 2, they are 2 damage less. So this should do 1 heart, 1.5. This should do 1.5. Did 2. That should do 2. Did 2.5. That should do 1 heart. That did 1.5. So this is 5. That should do 2.5. Did 3. That should do 3, but 3.5. So far, it seems like those are even holding up to it. Oh, yeah, I don't even know what it's supposed to do 3. Oh, yeah, it's a 3.5. Okay. So I'm trying to make sure I didn't avert my 2.5. Right? That's what this one's saying. But that's a 3. Okay, yep, I'm good. Alright, and then the shovels, which this one's supposed to do 1. And these are like 3 HP lower than the sword, supposedly. So this should do half. Did 1. That should do 1. Did 1.5. Should do 1.5. Did 2. That should do half, but it did 1. This one did 2, so this should do 2.5, right? It should do 2. I think, let me see. Yeah. But it did 2.5. And this should do 2.5, but it's doing 3. Yep, that applies still. All 4 ways. Still. Now, I'm going to take the swords from here and put the hose where the swords were. Because now, as you guessed it, time to test the hose. Again, very rarely used in PvP at all, but they're still used at all in some way or another, I'm sure, for PvP. At some point, they're probably being used. This one. These look like they have the same numbers like the pickaxe. So we're going to see. So this should do, what, 2? Wait, excuse me? Or no, this should do like 1 heart. Okay, 1.5. This should do 1.5. That's 2. I should do 2, but it's 2.5. Or 1 would do 1.5. 1.5 would do 2. 2 would do 2.5. That one should do a heart, but 1.5. This one should do 2.5, but that's 3. And this one should do 3, but does like 3.5. Which also, yes, apparently these do damage. I did not know that. I thought, I guess, they could have, then again, or I want, either I must be remembering or thinking of it wrong, or maybe I just must have thought I knew, remembered, and I don't know. Because I know in Java they didn't seem like they did a lot of damage, but because I thought at one point these almost did like nothing. But those did like nothing, I don't know. Well, apparently it changed, because if you take another hoe, yeah, you could kill someone pretty well with this, like with a pickaxe. Just like with a pickaxe, I don't know. Apparently it does damage. So, that's a fun fact. Now, with that in mind, I'm going to put those back. And I'm going to pull out more healing potions. Okay. This I'm going to keep at the butt. I use a trident next, which does as much as another. Wait. I thought that did as much as a diamond sword, though. Has it always been like that, or what? I thought these always did as much as a diamond sword. Though. I don't know. Anyway, so this is 8, which is equivalent of 4 hearts. I did 4.5. Now, these are also throwable. And I don't know if it's still supposed to do supposedly 4 hearts. Let's see. I'm at 7.5 on my other one. 1, 2, 3.5. That actually did 4 hearts. That did 4 hearts. But when I hit with it, that does 4.5. Every single time. But when I hit this one, it just does 4. What? That's weird. You throw it and it actually does what it says, but you don't when you use it to hit them instead, like a sword, it does like the sword, it does FR more. What the heck? Oh yeah. Now, as soon as I throw more potion at my quote-unquote player 2 here, which I think will just, that's actually like another friends of mine like account. They don't have like PS Plus or anything like PSN, but I'm just using it right now, borrowing it right now, basically for like a kind of like a a test test subject like guinea pig or something for this. So now I'm going to use the mace. It says 5. So when I hit guinea pig, we'll call it that, it does, which remember is equivalent to 2.5 hearts, does 3. Now, obviously there's a whole other rabbit hole with this thing to get to later, but the point is, just like the swords, it does half heart more than what it should. So, now with the wood swords, hold on. Half a heart, 1.5. Which, like I said, that was like 0.75 hearts per crit. So if I do the sword, like this, that did 3.5. That did 3. That did 3.5. That is 3. 3.5. Wait, I already lost track. 3.5. 3. 3.5. 3. 3.5. 3. 3.5. 3. 3.5. 3. 3.5. 3. So yeah, that pattern also stays consistent. Which, if you wonder how I can tell so quick without counting it, it's not because I'm actually a fast counter, really. It's not because I'm counting fast, it's just I know that, like, when I use the sword to crit, and I look at the hearts, when it does 3.5, instead of the next heart being, instead of, like, if I crit guinea pig here, wait, use that little half a heart up there by where my hedgehog quill is, on the bottom screen, you can see my main character's little quill there. That half a heart is sorted 3.5 hearts. Now watch. I crit him again, but look, there's still half a heart, so it couldn't have done 3.5. That's how I know it only did 3. Plus the heart was like on that 9th heart. Now it's on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th heart, or something like that. Wait, hold on. Let me check that out actually. 3.5. Wait, what? Give me 1 second. 1, 2, 3.5. 1, 2, wait. 3.5. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. What? Hold on. I'm just kind of seeing this. Wait. 3.5. Or was my math wrong on that for a second? Oh wait, hold on. With my fist, it was half and then whole. Would it mean the same for this too? 8.5. 4.5. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, so my math was wrong a little bit ago on the swords. Yeah, so my math was wrong on the wood sword. So no, it's actually 4 instead of 3. My bad. I knew it was different from the 3.5 at the time, but I for some reason thought it was 3, not 4. I guess I saw it wrong even earlier, but okay, so it's 3.5 and 4. And now I did 4. Now watch, I'm at 4.5. I'm at 1. And that next current heart is a whole 1. That's how I know it did 3.5. But yeah, that switches between 3.5 and 4. I crit with stone sword. I did 4.5. But when I crit again, hold on. 4.5. What? And a half. And 4.5 again. And again. And again. again, and again. That's weird. What? Because the wood sword, every other crit, and it does a different amount. With the wood sword, however, if 1/2, and then I did 4.5, or yeah, it was crit, I'm at 7.5, crit again, I'm at 3, which is 4.5, so yeah, 4.5, what? Huh. Okay, hold on. So if that's the case, then let me think about this then. If okay, so if I do 0.75 every crit, so if one tap does half a heart with the fist, so with the fist, if one tap does half a heart, but a crit does 0.75, then theoretically that's so then I'd be like plus, I guess it'd be like plus 50%. So it's like a 50% crit or crit rate, which is like I do half a heart, so 50% of zero point 0.5, like half of. Well, easily I think of it as like half of 5 is 2.5. Now, like if I hit you and I let's say I hit and I did like 5 hearts, just for example, if I hit you right when I did 5 hearts, okay, then I hit you with a crit and I did 7.5 hearts with a crit, then that means like a 50% like crit rate would be like taking like half of 5 and adding it to 5. Like half of 5 is 2.5. And it'd be like adding that 2.5 to 5. So it'd be like adding half of that number to the number. Like I don't know if it makes sense, but like if it's like plus 50%, that's like 100% plus 50% is 150%. So it would do like 150% damage, which, like I said, would be like taking half that number and adding it to that number. So I don't know if it makes more sense that way. So basically, I'm basically doing like 1.5 times the damage, which if that's the case, I'm doing uh or well, hold on. That wouldn't work though. Because man, if they do a whole heart or I do half a heart, then do whole. Or wait. So then 75 then with the sword. I was in 3.5. I was in 4. So with one slap, I did 2.5 each, which did 5. With 2 crits, it's 7.5. Or no, I guess that makes sense because 1.5 of 1 is 1.5. It's like if with 2 crits, but if one slap with if 2 slaps with the fist did 1 heart, but 2 crits did 1.5. And 2 hits with the sword did 5, but with 2 crits it did total 7.5. Because 4 plus 3.5 is 7.5. But with the stone sword, I do 4.5 every time. Which at that point you would think it's a more steady rate, but so crit. So wait, so hold on. 1, 3, 6. 2 slaps, I need 6 hearts. So then, for 2 crits, should she do 1.5 times that, which 1.5 of 6 is 9. So then, 4.5, 4. Okay, that's why. Okay, so that does do a total of 9 like that. With 2 crits. Okay. It's going to be a really interesting pattern here. So the Iron Sword, obviously, since 6, which is equal to 3 hearts, possibly it's 3.5. So, do a crit, it does 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hearts. Wait, let's see. 5, 5.5. There it goes. 3.5, there. No, 3.5, 3.5. So that's 7 total. 1.5 of 7 is 3.5. Or, no, 1.5 of 7 is 10, right? No, it's 10.5. So then crit. Whoa! That means you can two-shot someone with the Iron Sword of the crit if they don't have armor. Jeez, dude. Yep, 10.5 right there. Interesting. And of course, Gold Soul's probably soon. Wait, first, 2.5, yep. Then 3.5, 4, yep. Iron Sword, so 7, so 3.5. There, now we plus 4. Crit. It did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1.5 of 6. Wait, hold on. That did 3.5. That did 7. Oh, that's right, because I did that freaking okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I did a total of 8 hearts. Okay. So then, the 2 slaps I did 8. So then, 1/2 of 8 is 4. So 1/2 of 8 is 12. Which should basically deplete my whole top 2 rows there. So 1, 2, yep. That did 12, alright. That's the Diamond Sword. So with this, if it does 1, 2. So in 2 taps, that did 9 hearts. And half minus 4.5. So that should be 13.5, which should deplete the top. Should deplete the top 2 rows there, and then another 1/2 from the row after. 1, 2. Yep. Just as I figured. And with this, obviously, I don't think you can crit with rowing. Nope, there's no such thing that exists. No such thing exists. Although, no, you just sing on it no matter how quick, no matter how soon you try to release. But when you hit normally that's 4.5. So hold on. Back to 9. So theoretically, the crit should take off the first 2 rows plus 1.5 on the next. Yep. So let's take a count by that sword. The mace obviously is slightly different, but if we're talking normal means, see I did what, 6? Which means it should do 9, right? Oh wait, Wrong thing, wrong thing, wrong thing. 6. What should do 9? Yep, 9 hearts. And that's just like using this normally, not like going up and falling, hitting just normally. Huh. And I'm assuming the concept will apply with all of these. So now we'll try the. Probably gonna be the same thing, but we'll do. So it's like 4. So that should do 6. Got 2 crits, yep. 5. So that should do 7.5. Yep. That did 6. Or, yep. So the crit should do 9. 4. Should do 6. Yep. Oh yeah. Nothing I need to think about here. Alright, I'm missing 12 hearts. This is instant healing 2 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4 hearts. That heals 4 hearts. How much does instant healing here do? 2. So then, instant healing 2 will do 4. Now, if I have my guinea pig drink one of each, let's see what it does for that. Or is it the same or is it different? So this is instant health 1 when drink. By the way, let me just hit it one more time. There we go. Instant health 1 drinkable. Oh, hold on. Let me just. There we go. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the drinkables do the same amount every time. Okay. That's good to know. Go ahead and get in front. Or like that. Oh. Yeah, I forget the controller is different too. Yeah, whoa. No. I wasn't trying to do that though. Yeah, because on her account, her controller is different from mine, so for me, I have the circle button to drop stuff, and down doesn't do nothing. B for hers is crouch. For mine, it's just pressing the right trigger. That might be because I don't think keyboard and mouse on uh, oh. Oh. Okay, look at the controller. There's jump up, jump left, jump right, spread, emo, pick block. But for here, there's like a whole other code builder. Like, I have no idea what the code builder is on that. Okay, I don't know what that stuff is. Well, that code builder, I have no idea what that's about. That's just not my content. Notification mob effects, which it's really only used for mob effects, not really for notifications. I mean, unless you consider the game notifying you that you have the effects for so long. I mean, that's about it. But this is my control set, where up is toggle perspective, sneak is pressing the right stick, sprint is pressing the left stick, and circle is dropping items. Which, I don't know why they have a different setting for crafting and inventory, because watch, if I use square, this brings it up. Triangle does the same thing. Well, like, even in survival mode, well, even down there, which, wait, in creative mode, from at least from my screen, it's only shows that, like, triangle inventory. It doesn't say, well, then again, in creative, you don't have to craft anything, but you can go into your creative inventory by pressing square as well. In survival, triangle, inventory, which also gives you the crafting menu here. That was a triangle. Square, the exact same thing. And so those of you who, I mean, I don't think there should be any doubters in that, but if for whatever reason anyone has any disbeliefs in that, you're more than welcome, if you're able to try it out for yourself, or have it be shown to you in, by more believable means, and you will see that it should do the same thing, unless if you have the control set as I do, that it just brings you the same menu. And check this out. Now, the creative, like this, you can use triggers to toggle like this menu up here. Boom. So I'm going to use triangle, use square, same thing. And again, if you don't believe me, you can try it yourself. Right trigger again, that brings just the creative menu. Triangle, square, same thing. And then so survival mode, right trigger. Now you can on survival mode you can only change between just the inventory and both. Can't change between one or the other. It's just either this side or it's both sides. Now of course her sensitivity is a little slower with the cursor here, so obviously, and so is her. I think her sensitivity is a little slower. Yeah. Oh yeah. See for me. Oh yeah, look at that. That's kind of quick. Oh my god, it's like 2 times faster, literally. Let's if we stare like as best I as we can, right stick. Oh my god, that's like exactly 2 times speed. Yeah. So that's for, at least for me that's slow. For her it may not be, but for me it is. So, anyways, in survival mode, triangle, square, now right trigger and triangle, square, same thing. Like I said, if anyone wants to try it for themselves, be my guest, you'll find the same result, or you'll find the result being the same. But either way, well, if you don't find the results be the same, then it's probably because it's being done wrong. But if you've done it correctly where you've tried it with both buttons while the thing is still the same, you should find it properly, the way I found it. But I don't know. I mean, I'm not exactly a huge YouTuber. In fact, I'm like a small YouTuber, so I won't really get a lot of other people making YouTube videos trying to hate on me. Because I know that's one thing. Being a bigger YouTuber out there, especially like really big, like sometimes when you're a bigger YouTuber, sometimes you're more likely to have somebody out there or some people out there. You'll have having a lot more people subscribe to you, like more fans of you, like having like more being more known out there. Like there's also a chance that some of the people that know you, there's also like the more people that know you at all, the like more like different individual people that know you, the more likely that more of them are haters. Like if only 100 people knew about you on YouTube, there's not a whole lot of chance that any of them's gonna be one of those people who like go out on their own YouTube channel and start making hater videos about you. Like maybe like a couple or a few maybe, but when you have like um let's say thousands or tens of thousands or even hundreds of thousands of people that know you, let's say like you have at least a little more than half of them that like you, or let's say like you're known by like 100,000 people then, and let's say at least somewhere around 80 or so thousand of them are actually subscribed to you, or let's say out of 100,000 people, at least 90,000 that know you like you, and 80,000 of those are subscribed to you, and the other, and that last 10,000 just like, you know, just was kind of middle. But let's say that last 10,000, somewhere in there, there are some people that go on your own YouTube channels to make some kind of hate about you. You know, kind of like when Dream, like kind of like when, if anyone knows, like Dream on YouTube, like his manhunt stuff, when Dream became a lot more bigger of YouTuber, a lot more famous, there was also not only were there a lot more fans of him, a lot more people who were either fans of him or in the middle. There were also more people that also hated on him than before, because the more total people you have, and the more total people you put on the pie chart, the bigger all the areas get. You have more people possibly sitting in the middle, more people that like you, but also more people that want to hate you. And for Dream, well, for anyone, the more well known you are, also the more likes you are, the more okay you are, as in like, there's not too much of either, like, it's whatever. And then there's also more of being hated somewhere or disliked. And for Dream, like I said, it was probably all three. I was already subscribed to him because I like, his stuff. There's probably some people that watch, of course, that are probably in the middle, probably don't subscribe, but you also have those that have seen his stuff and were trying to make hate out of it. I knew, especially from some of the ones I've seen, like, okay, and now I don't remember the, like, I know the video's out there, it's YouTube short, I've seen, I don't remember exactly who the creator is, and I can always look that up if I have to. I actually do that in a minute when I get done focusing on trying to talk about it. That way, there's nothing more to clarify, or that way I'm not fixing to take a chance on the, I don't know. But anyway, like, now obviously, like, after Dream made his one video about, like, I think he made a video once, it was called The Truth. It was like the hour and a half video where he was clearing up everything, which, I think that did actually clear up a lot. So, like, all the hating that people used to do, more of that was also before that video. So, obviously, they don't do as much of that now, although I've seen a video once called, like, Why Dream's Speedrunner vs. Titan was a disappointment, which, thinking about that, I almost didn't want to watch it because I didn't think it was a disappointment. Like, I knew obviously it wasn't, like, maybe I remember, like, I know the video before that explained, like, the technology that would go into all that, but for me, with what was already being possible, I was, like, mind blown, and somehow others found disappointing. I mean, there was even a few clutch moments in there. I don't even, like, it would honestly just, I don't know. But, in, in either case, like, anyway, with, one of the YouTube shorts I seen that was made a long time before his truth video, someone made this YouTube short trying to talk about one of Dream's like famous boat clutches, which was like a clutch where you like craft a boat with a crafting table and made it like he like was like high up on like well for better visual understanding I should get and obviously there was like more to obviously they were way higher up and obviously there was like more to it. Like I think there was like cobblestone and it eventually switched to logs. So like imagine like below was like cobblestone. Obviously it's way taller and it wasn't on super flat, so it was like in one world. He was on top of a tree, towered up with cobblestone. He's playing to tower up. And then there was a crafting table or no, then you had a platform. There's a crafting there like another tower a little bit of ways over because one of the hunters tried towering up, but their tower went lower. They placed a crafting table, and uh, I guess they were gonna. I think from the explanation, I think they were gonna try and craft something, but I guess maybe they didn't like know what they were crafting. I don't know something, but they ended up like not using it and left it there. So the thing that Dream did was like, now again, obviously this is like a higher tower, but he like one of the hunters got up by his tower a little bit more because they're farther away. So like if the hunter was here, he towered up by Dream's platform he had. Obviously this isn't like exact. This is just an estimate like for like just to understand the concept. This visual like estimate. The hunter towered up, thinking out creative, a little bit more like this. Jumped to the platform. Look up, I made a jump, and then hit Dream off and. Uh, Alright, I think, okay, so no, that tower from one of the hunters that I was mentioning about, that one, like over here, okay, so take this down. Okay, because I remember vaguely, the hunter that towered was like more on the other side, because when Dream was getting hit, he was looking over this way, and the hunter jumped down more on this side of the platform, and Dream was like more this way, so that when he turned left, he was getting like hit this way, and the tower with the crafting table was on this side of him. And what he did, now obviously what he did there, obviously in Bedrock it's impossible as far as I know of. But in Java it obviously was. And so what he did was he got hit off, jumped and all the way down, got into the crafting table and very quickly made his boat because on PC, on Java with P1 mouse, you can move your mouse really fast and craft it, like even quicker than what I'm trying to do on the controller, and that's with like the best I can get used to. I'm just not even able to do it if I wanted to. Because obviously, start here, I came. Oh, well, I kind of did, but I probably would have done it wrong. Because I'd also have to hit the square button, which, yeah, probably wouldn't go so well. On PC, on that kind of stuff, that was slightly different. He was able to do that, get the boat, and that was like all in the little second they had the crafting table midair, and then to do the boat clutch, which obviously he survived. And that's kind of like the explanation behind that. Well, back to what I was saying, the person that was making the short, which, like I said, this they made it before Dream made his truth video. So this was like when, a little after he was famous. This is like a little bit after he got more famous for that, way before he made the truth. This hater made this video, this short, a YouTube short, and for from their short, they're trying to show the perspective of what their perspective was, what they thought Dream was actually doing. Like they had even had like a green block by like where Dream would have went into the crafting table. In fact, again for better visual representation, I think it was like a concrete green block. Yeah, something like this. They had it like I want to say like right here or something, or I don't know if it was right here, or if it was like right next to the crafting table, but basically where they can just get into the crafting table and they try to like slowly make the boat and stuff. They're basically trying to make it look like Dream was cheating. That's what they're trying to do. And what they did was they did that, and then you imagine they had the boat in their hand like Dream had in his. If I go down, eventually I'll get to it. You'll see it. It was an oak boat, and then on the shore, then they like try to like hop back off and place the boat, which obviously then they wouldn't have that. They would have their fists, but you don't usually see the character hand too well when you place the boat. But here's the thing: the way I knew 110% that this dude was lying, when they got in the boat, oh well, in Bedrock I think it works slightly different, like the animation for that is slightly different. But Java, like how like when you like interact with something, you see like the character hand like swipe, like it's like how it does when you're attacking. And Java actually kind of like does that when you're going to the boat. And you can very vaguely see for like a split second the character hand when they did that and all that stuff. It wasn't Dream's hand. It was the other dude's hand. And not only that, but then like, because the way they ended the short, the part where they're quote unquote getting in the boat here, when they're trying to show Dream cheating, like then when they got here, eventually they were using the audio from the Manhunt video for the end of it for like them showing that, but like yeah, like I said, that's just a flaw, critical flaw in that because the character hand was showing in that short, meaning I knew it because I knew instantly when I saw the character hand, I almost instantly knew because Dream's skin, the arms, the hand is like all green almost, so like. And the dude's character hand was nothing hardly green that I would have seen right away. So I instantly knew this dude was lying. It was 1000% trying to hate on Dream and trying to ruin him. And I knew that was just a bunch of crap. I didn't take it, but that's kind of like um, what I mean. Like that's something else to think about too when it comes to wanting to be a bigger YouTuber. I also know if there's going to be more people trying to hate. Well, being famous in general usually comes with that one downside. The more famous, well-known you are at things, you also tend to have a bigger amount of haters and fans and neutral people than what you did before. Because obviously being more well-known, more better famous, you usually have a lot of people that like you or some that are like neutral and they kind of still like are okay with you, not to the point where they hate you or dislike you or anything, or maybe they have their own opinions, but that you're okay. But then you also have those who like hate you or dislike you, and if they could, they would want to ruin you or your reputation. It's like that's what people used to do with Dream until he made that video. So, like I said, I don't remember precisely the YouTube username that made that, but if I had to, I will look it up. That way y'all can see it, but if it's not a big deal, then I'm sure you guys might be able to find it. I think it was some about, I think the title had, I think the title was along the lines of like something about Dream's boat clutch was fake or something like that, or I don't know if I have the word to proof it or not, but, and trust me, that wasn't the only one that I thought was kind of crap, because in fact, there were some people that made that some of the videos I seen, it was like there was one of the stunt stream did. They were trying to say that Dream was caught cheating, but then all they explained was what it was that Dream did. They didn't explain how it was cheating. If anything, it was like because usually when you're gonna try to hate on someone, you usually at least try to like explain or at least imply why you know why that's cheating. But there were some videos shorts I watched that didn't even explain or imply why it was exactly cheating. Some tried to and still had a flaw in it, or some, which even neutral people made videos, quote unquote, pointing things out that I think in reality they were haters, but they were trying to be more calm about their hating and they were trying to play neutral. I think because honestly, even in those kind of haters, the wanna be pretending to be neutral ones, I saw like stuff where they were like quote unquote pointing stuff out, and then uh, and one of them Dream actually reacted to one of them, one of the videos, and it was actually like a whole little video. It wasn't no YouTube shorts, it was like a whole video. Dream reacted to that video with video, and then one of the things was like a horse emoji uh, that the dude tried saying like that the odds of like landing the horse clutch and like surviving were like low, and Dream was talking about like how like because the dude even I think even was trying to hit that himself, then he couldn't, and I crap you not, Dream loads up a world, gets a horse in there, and lands that stuff first try, straight up. And to prove to you that I think it's easy, I'm gonna try the same thing. I just realized, by the way, I can't believe I went from trying to figure out numbers to talking about a famous YouTuber where I'm now attempting clutches that are easy. First try. Oh wait, I'm sorry. You want me to do this in survival mode? I will enlighten you. Because honestly, I'm not sure if I would have made that or not. Because it did look like I hit the ground and then hit the horse. And I don't know which one I did. Let's see. Not a single heart damage. If you want me to do it more than once, I will. Obviously, I knew Jim didn't have to, because if he can hit it first try, obviously it's easy. But I'm doing this in case anyone thinks I'm lucky. Of course, somebody's horse enough farther out, but it doesn't stop me from doing momentum to get there. Easy. That horse was farther away and I still got it. I first tried when he was up close, first tried when he was far. See, look, it's like I'm down there, they're closer. Once I go up here, though, they're like farther. It's like trying. Oh, wait. Oh, excuse me. Oh yeah, that's something else that Mojang can fix, by the way. I literally did nothing to take damage. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I jumped and nearly missed it. But I looked up a little bit and I hit it. That's how easy that is. That's exactly how easy that is. If you have trouble hitting the clutch, it's not because we pros are cheating, it's because you noobs are upset that you can't do it. It's because you noobs out there are bad. Not because our pros are cheating, it's because you noobs are just mad. That one I failed. But look at that though. I hit like, what, four of them first try? And then failed the fifth. For me, I'd say that's a pretty good chance of hitting it. And honestly, the reason I didn't hit that other, well, technically, like three if you discount the one from creative, because I did that with creative and I don't think I had that, but doing in survival, I did pretty well. And the only reason I didn't hit the other one was, I think, mainly because I wasn't hitting the trigger fast enough. You can also time it too. Like, you can also time it where you don't spam the trigger like I do. That was pure timing, and I did the first try. So that's another way you can do it. Although if I was actually legitimately under pressure, I would be probably trying to spam it. But it's another good reason I need to practice timing it versus spamming it. But I don't know. Okay, I missed that one. Now, obviously, timing it might come a little slightly harder than spamming it, because when you're spamming it, especially if you're doing it fast enough, you're like almost guaranteed to hit it. But when you're timing it, you're like hardcore practicing it. And honestly, I do much worse at it when I'm spamming it. But at least I know it's actually kind of easy, and if it's not easy, I need to get better at it. That's the thing too. That's the other thing too that I have to understand, that some of the haters, especially some that I might even get, they might try to hate on me by trying to do, even if they're trying to do it. I mean, of course, for it to be a valid argument, they might even be trying 100% to do it and fail at it. But then they might instantly say that it's like, hard to do or like impossible to do. It's like, just because you can't do it doesn't mean I can't do it. Just because you fail at it doesn't mean I do. You know, like that's nothing. Which I know I'm probably not the only person in life at all that has haters about anything, but for those of you who get hated on in Minecraft out there, for whatever reason, if someone tries to hate on you and they try to make it seem like, it's something you can't do, if you can do it legitimately and you know you can do it legitimately without even lying about it, without even cheating around it, if you can do it legitimately without like having to cheat whatever, then that means they can too if they get better. So if you ever get hated on, if someone tries to like hate on you and try to do something that they say that you cheated on and they can't do it legitimately, and they try to use that as an argument, if you know you can do it legitimately without cheating, then that means it's just wrong. Like if someone tried to hate on me right now, saying it's hard to hit these horse clutches, I'd be telling them to stop hating on me and get good. Because that's the truth. Like I would even help them somehow get better at these if I had to. Like I don't know how it would help because as much as I can try to like teach the way my brain, it's hard. I don't know why, but sometimes it's like harder to like. Oh, it's one thing trying to explain how my brain works and how I do it for my brain, but in some scenarios even that's harder to do. Let alone trying to teach how my brain processes it. So like doing something sometimes is easier than trying to teach it. Because in most cases, I would think doing something is almost as easy as teaching it. In some cases, it's like one thing doing it and a whole other ball game trying to teach it. Like the way uh, I can process like when I'm making a farther jump, when I start realizing I can't make the horse clutch if I stay looking down, I look a little up. And, like processing like the fact that I'm going like, oh crap, I'm about to not make it, so I look up, like But then there's other things uh, like how do I there's other things like how do I do like regular level like triple digit multiplication in my head as quick as I do, and it's like, well, to be honest, the way I do some of the stuff, I can explain it in my brain, how my brain works it so quick, but I don't know if you're fully gonna comprehend it. Like that's like sometimes how it is with some things for me, is that I can try as best as I can to explain it to you how it works verbally, maybe even visually, but even then, it's not always comprehensible for others. And rather than not me always know why, or even if I don't always know why, I just know that you know if I can do it pretty easily without messing up, or even if I mess up a little, as long as I can do it pretty well, way more times than not, then that's what matters. Should I keep inventory on, by the way? Alright. Let's say I die. Okay, I just died. Oh yeah, and I also don't have my effect anymore, which also means I need to regen health. Okay, well either way. Okay, I think I've done enough going on off track because obviously this was meant to be made about the numbers, and I eventually was yapping too much and started getting off track and started talking about like other things, you know. So you like trying to get back on track, but yeah, I guess to conclude my off, I guess to include my off-topic yapping, I guess my points have been made. But anyways, now I'm trying to figure out where I was. Let's see what Zion wants. Cause they invited me to the party. I know they're more likely to play Minecraft. Yeah. All right. Hello.
What did you just say?
What?
What did you say, bro?
No, I just said hello.
What did you say before you said hello?
Um, I just said hello. I don't think there's too much before that I could have said. But I'm pretty sure by now I'll try to understand that these numbers work roughly the same with all that. And obviously, should these have sharpness on them, then that increases the damage by that much. So, my numbers are figured out for those. Should I do the weapons first though, since... Yeah, okay, I see. So, what else can I use more like a sword? Or at all? Bow and arrow, that's like obviously the thing of its own. That number is completely like varying. Like that, the damage for a bow completely depends on too many different things to go over. I could be shooting the bow at like max, at point at max draw, and it will do oh, 4.5. Okay, so that's good to know. Otherwise, at the very minimum, it does like one like that. It does one that. It does, wait, what? Oh, I got to do 2 hearts. Oh, I got to do two. 2.5. Okay. Now the crossbow. It's also the same. How much does that do? 1, 2, 3. That's 5 hearts. You're kidding. Oh, wait. What? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 4.5. And from 7.5 to 2, right? No. 6.5 to 2. So, 4.5. Yeah, 4. So it's 4.5 on that one. I lost 5 there. I lost 4.5 on that one. 4.5 on that one. 5 there. Okay, even crossbows work differently. For this one, every 3 shots with a regular arrow crossbow does 5. So the first 2 does 4.5, and the third it does 5. Interesting. So 2 shots from a crossbow, and I would actually survive. Huh. So, so what are you doing right now in Minecraft, Zion?
Hmm. Building.
Huh?
I'm just building.
Alright. Are you in like a survival world, or are you just like building freely on a flat world?
Bro. The second one.
So you're building freely on a flat world?
Yes.
Alright. So I've made some discoveries with the numbers for the attack damage for some of the different weapons. Because I've been trying to figure out lately, like the numbers for the damage and health on mobs. And once I started going down a big enough rabbit hole for how the damage works, eventually I started figuring out the weapons. And the only one left for me to figure out now is how the mace works. Although, of course, I probably should have kept at least one of each of swords, axes, pickaxes, shovels, and of course the hose as well. The arrow is... Well, the arrow, roll the bow, and the crossbow. Mace. Well, I already have that one, okay. And that's really it. Because all the shears, they don't really do any damage. Like, they have a durability, but I don't think they actually do damage. No, they don't. Just, it's like using their fists, it doesn't do anything. Why did I put my heal potion? Yeah, I've just been trying to, like, figure out the numbers on all this stuff in Minecraft. Because if I can memorize or know, like, the numbers for the health, damage, and stuff, and then eventually the armor, protection, and all that other stuff, I mean, it would help me in one way be better at Minecraft. And then eventually, because it would also help be better at PvP too. Because when I fight someone, because if I'm not in CubeCraft, I won't know how much health people have. So then, if I know the numbers to everything, I'll be able to predict, like, what someone's health is at. And I'll know if I can take them or not, or what my odds are. So, I think for now, I don't really need the guinea pig to do anything. However, uh, or wait, I don't even need max health actually. I really don't. Keep inventories on. So slash kill. Bring me back here. Go back to creative. Find the book. The lectern. Grab the book. Break the lectern. And then go back to guinea pig. Or for that matter, I'll probably just go to. I'll bring guinea pig. Whoa, wait, what? I have no idea why there's just a thing of bedrock here. Or not bedrock, why is a thing of void right there? Probably what JK did earlier. Or if that's what the trap he was talking about, which it's not really think he was gonna do like that for that. Okay, thankfully it didn't just disappear on me. Well, considering you'll have written in there, it won't matter, so I have to change it anyways. But now I rug up like the lectern. And then I'm gonna actually come over here. Because I'll eventually use it, I won't use it right now. Now I also need to give myself barrier again. I'll just put that like way up here. Okay. Now I'll bring me over here. Set wood spawn. So I'm gonna change this actually what I do. I don't know how I'm gonna do it just yet. Well, I know I'm gonna probably use 50 pages doing this, but I don't know. Well, I should probably go ahead and try and jot this down before I end the stream. And later down the road in time, I'll do part 3 and so on, whatever. But yeah, so we'll do. Uh, math. Well, what I do? Well, I don't know if I do math because I already like. Let's see. Weapon stats. Oh, actually, we'll do plus for health. And then minus for damage. And then we'll move down. Again. We'll do wooden sword. Oh, wait.
Do you know that command that what's it called? The like duplication command, because I kind of forgot it. I know what the command is. I just forgot. Every time I put it in, it duplicates it all around the map, kind of.
I don't remember. I don't know anything about a duplication. I know there's a way to duplicate items and create those shulker boxes. Being that if you place a shulker box, put items in it, and then pick a shulker box with items in it up, and then you place a bunch of those down into the same thing, and all that duplicates them. I don't know a whole command for that. Unless you talking about the /fill command, which can literally fill block space with a certain kind of block, depending on what kind of block name you insert. But if it's not that, then I don't know what else there is. Unless you talk about trying to summon entities like TNT minecarts and crystals, or might even let you do boats.
Aren't you supposed to be in bed right now, bro?
Oh.
What?
I said, oh.
Oh.
Yeah. Four. Or no, it's 3.5. and then 4. Okay, so 2.5 and 4. Well, actually, I think the first should be the fist, actually. So we'll erase the 1, put the 2, go back and. Oh, wait. There we go. First weapon should be fist. Fist. Let's see. 0.5 slash. Now, right before I knew, right before I said, like, exactly, like, how much it would do per one. Actually, I still could. Two is 0.5. Yeah, okay. So the fist would be 0.5, 0.75. Okay. And now here, it would be, it's 3.5 and 4. 7.5. Half of 7.5 is 3.75. Make sure it's a decimal, not a comma. And then let's keep going down the list here. Oh, oh, it's just disconnected. Sword. Season. And that was 3. Three. Go for 3 in this one. And then 1/2 of 6 was 9. Yeah, it's 4.5 then. Because it would do. That's right, so I did 4.5 every time because 4.5 and 4.5 was like 3.5, 4 is 4.5. Okay. So if we go to 4, sword, and let's do some new. I think half number goes up. This just goes up by half every time. And then critical. I think. It wasn't like 5 or something. Or yeah, because 3.5. 7.5, so it's 10.5. So then 10.5 divided by 2. That's 5.25, which I am seeing a pattern here, especially not a visual pattern, though I'm actually like typing this down here. I wonder if I should be doing the gold sword next. Or if I should have done violet sword, white sword. Because I'll just do the gold sword here. Because the creative inventory that seems to always come before the diamond, so gold sword. Perfect. It's the same numbers as the wooden sword, so I don't gotta worry about that. It was 3.75. Oh, I can't go down any further on that one. So it's 76 up here, which is the diamond sword. Sword. And if yeah. Mm. I'm just on Minecraft, being a Minecraft nerd right now.
You are?
Mm-hmm. Right now, I'm currently doing it's called a YouTube live stream on my YouTube channel right now.
Nice.
And it's me trying to like figure out the
I wish I could have stayed the night this weekend, but I can't.
Because now it's just me trying to figure out the numbers.
There's work scheduled for me this weekend, so I can't really stay the night, otherwise they're gonna lose hours. My face got skinny, you know why? It got skinny in under a second.
Mm.
I didn't eat for a week, but that's not the reason. I literally just threw up all my food.
Oh, dang.
Like, I can't spit this out and coming back up an hour later.
Whoa.
I tried to eat, but it just, doesn't work. It comes right back up.
Well,
See how my face is so much skinnier.
Yeah, that's definitely like not so good.
Yeah, it's not good, but like, it's been happening since I was 18. Like, my face was like this. Last time I saw you, it was, I kind of had a chin. Now it was like this, and then this, and then this.
Mm.
And now my cheeks are kind of pressed in, like, how my grandma passed away, and her cheeks were pressed into her face.
Yeah, I do believe so.
Right now, my cheeks are pressed into my face a bit, like I'm dead or something. Yeah, that should not happen, should it?
I wouldn't think so. I mean, you have to be like super skinny.
My cheeks should not be pressed into my face.
Forward. Right? It's not really forward slash. Forward 8. 1 8 is 12. And simple this one minus 6. Oh, that does give me more of a clear visual. So yeah, every 2 critical hits, or for every so for every 2 normal slabs. I'm making, or for every 2 slaps I do, no, it's for every, so for every 2 hearts of damage I do from normal slab, so we're not going to play it, I'm dealing 1.5 times that in 2 critical hits. So for every 2 hearts I would deal in non-crits, I would deal 3 hearts in critical hits. So for the half a heart I deal with fist, I deal wait, 75 with my fist. Because for my heart I deal 1.5, so it makes sense.
Crap, my dad's calling me. I'll let you go.
Alright.
Why did my dad call me at 2 in the morning? What the hell?
I don't know.
Talk to you later.
Alright. Dang it, son. Okay. We're gonna move back to this. Netherite. Sword. 4.5, and a bad check on that. Okay. Slash. Next will be 13.5. 13.
Sonic.
Goodbye to. Oh, that's a trigger one.
Sonic.
6.5. So 6.75.
Sonic.
Yeah, what's up?
Who is this?
One of my PlayStation friends. And they left, so.
Oh, he left.
Okay.
I didn't even get a chance to kick him.
Oh,
Man.
It's your party. Yeah. So yeah, he didn't get a chance to. Unless if he saw it coming and left beforehand.
I
That would be.
wasn't gonna kick him, but I wanted to.
Or maybe he thought you were going to. Because I mean, some people, when they ask, like, who is this, sometimes, like, the person might get kicked anyways. Trust me, it's happened to me already. I've joined a
Oh,
party,
he's
and
just.
I looked for
Oh,
the PlayStation
wait,
5.
this is one of my friends. Wait, don't kick him. He's okay. And I get kicked. Bro,
Yeah,
most of the
'cause-
time, they're like, I don't know this kid, so I'm gonna kick him.
yeah,
Oh wait,
yeah,
he's my
there's a
friend.
good amount of people. There's a fine amount of people that,
Oh, I
like,
was
tend to
playing
be
with
like
my
that
friend,
themselves.
right?
Like, they
I was
don't
playing
know
with my.
someone and, like, instantly kick them. Like, if you don't know them, then how else do you make friends, bro? Like, it's not even, like, philosophy, it's just a factual question. Not even rhetorical. Like, literally, if strangers can be dangerous, then how else do you make friends? Like, I mean, you can, well, I guess we can look at it like a philosophical question, because in a way, when you think, it's only when you really, truly let it sit in your head that you realize you only make the friends you do over time. But at first, you don't know them until you eventually know them and they become your friend because you gain their trust and they gain yours. Or in some
Technically,
cases, you
I
gain their trust
know.
and they gain yours, vice versa. So in any case, in order to make friends, sometimes you gotta interact with strangers. But it's because some people will say that you gotta hang around the right people, but in some cases, it's mainly not about like making sure you're hanging around the right people because sometimes you don't always know if they're the kind of person you want to be hanging around right away. So it's really more about being careful, when you're hanging around people in
Can
case
you
if
go
you're
to
not hanging
bed
around with the
now?
right people. Uh,
Can you go to bed now? I said, can you go to bed now?
I don't gotta go to bed anytime soon. I'm out of school already.
Oh, I'm not out of school.
I look
I have
great, man.
I have school tomorrow,
I look
the
great, man.
8th.
Okay.
I got one more year, and then I got one more year until stuff's actually important.
Yep. I'd say for myself that, uh, in one realistic way of speaking, high school is going to be the four most important years of your schooling. In the aspect of friends, whilst that is also true, it is also true that the sooner you make good friends, the better. Because the more time you have to possibly strengthen the bonds with your friends that you do have. So that's another way of looking at it. But that also doesn't mean trying to like rush in and desperately trying to have a friend and stuff. Like in many cases, it is good to let the bonds grow naturally and try not to rush through, you know, the friendships like that. It's not good trying to like be quick to have a best friend because it's still gonna take time, of course. But uh, so what kind of
Jesus. What?
math are you taking right now?
I don't know. I don't pay attention. Most of the time,
Uh,
tired. I
trust
could
me,
kind of tell you, but like,
trust me, you really should pay attention. I,
what's
I,
the
I, I I know I've seen for myself a lot of the students at the school I went to, a lot of the students in the same school as me, some like at least half of them of the ones that sometimes I would hear like overhear whatever about like having trouble with their grade or like overhearing that their grade is kind of low. It's some like most more of those people than not are the ones that don't pay attention as well as they should, and then their grade is low. And for some people, when their grade gets low like that, some of them try to like make some excuse or try to like put some of the blame on the teachers. And I've heard people try to talk about that. It's just they don't want to pay attention. So if I were you, I recommend to you personally just pay attention. That way you don't have to let your grade drop. And also, when any information you're given instruction wise, very highly recommend that you treat that information as if it is very necessary because it will be necessary to pay attention to that if you want to do the best on your assignment that you can. But basically, I recommend you pay attention to class and to the instructions in the class as much as you can because that's how you're gonna be able to get stuff done and get your grade up. When you don't pay attention, when you don't look at stuff and read over or whatever, that's when you're gonna be like a lot of the people I've seen, and their grades are gonna be really low. Like my grade, it hasn't been the highest in any class, but it being dropping hasn't always been because of me not paying attention. Like it always wasn't really about me not paying attention. I try to pay attention, but in some cases, more than others, I had like more of a struggle either like trying to understand something, like trying to understand it and just having trouble with it, or like just straight up needing help entirely with something, or just I don't know. But at least I always try to pay attention to like sometimes I got so good with it, like with doing some stuff, and sometimes I had moments in time in school where I got stuff done. And there was one time that I spent an entire school week in one of my classes doing nothing because I had done that week's work ahead of time because I thought because once I was called up once, the next assignment I thought was supposed to be I thought we were gonna start on it the week that I did it, because I thought we were gonna start on it 1 week, and I did like most of it at the beginning of that week, or like by the beginning of that week. And when I found out that we weren't quite gonna like do, or basically I had like so much free time one time because I did so much work ahead of time in one of my classes, because I actually even took some time to pay attention to what was coming up. So yeah, I will say though, if you ever plan on trying to do everything ahead of time, make sure you definitely pay attention to everything you can. And if there's something you don't understand, do like, if you don't know if you know everything, I mean, I guess it'd be up to you if you want to try it at your own risk. But in my shoes, I would probably recommend more so trying to ask about it if you think, that'll help. Like basically, if you think they won't tell you that you'll know more when the time comes, but if it's something you know or really think you can do, you can try it, but, you know, dependably. But I wouldn't exactly maybe do that all the time, though. It's usually good to at least look at what's ahead, but if it's something you know you can do, then that's not a bad idea. Because I was also mostly at times trying to look at stuff ahead too, but I didn't hardly do stuff ahead of time unless if I knew I could do it, so. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the biggest thing is definitely pay attention to as much as you can. That is like, that's like key number, that's like school grades 101 right there for you. Is like rule number one is pay attention to everything you can in class, including instructions. So, oh yeah. Well, okay, actually, I messed up. Rule number one, which is a rule that I didn't exactly get down pat with 100% for a little bit. Rule number one actually be make sure you get some good sleep and enough of it. Because rule two,
I hate you. I hate you.
I'm just saying, which hey, trust me, I've had my times, like I've definitely had some time in my school life where I wasn't getting as much sleep as I should have. And I will also admit that sometimes, I can't even say sometimes, that's a huge understatement. Let's just say I had some time in school life where I did not get as much sleep as I should have, and it was usually entirely my fault for wanting to stay up later, thinking I would get enough sleep. And sometimes, well, most of the time and time again, I would get tired or eventually doze off, like a lot, and that's nothing that didn't help my grades. But then there was a time eventually where I started getting more sleep after that, and enough nights of getting a lot more sleep, I became a lot more awake to my classes and less need for sleep. And even if I did seem like I started getting just a bit tired, I never usually worried about it because I always knew I was awake enough all the way around. Like I was not even worried about it. Not to mention, I mean, at one point I started having like a half a bottle of Starbucks in the morning, like half a small bottle of Starbucks in the morning sometimes to help with that extra little bit. And it's not like one of those energy drink bottles, it's just Starbucks is a pretty delicious method of caffeine and other things. And caffeine is really like energy in a way. Well, like energy of like staying awake. Like caffeine like helps you stay awake in a way. And for me, even half a small bottle of Starbucks usually helped out a little bit. So yeah, rule number one is make sure you get a good amount and good enough sleep. And rule number two would be pay attention as much as you can in class and to its instructions. The only other rule to school grades 101 is really just trying to get yourself in so much trouble because, in one way or another, enough trouble and enough of a higher degree of discipline, I mean, dependably, depending on what it's for anyway. I mean, just, I don't know. Well, it's still a bad thing to get yourself in trouble, so regardless, I would recommend it. Of course, unless you have like a super valid reason for doing something and they still punish you for it, because obviously there are cases like that. There's like cases of like going to the bathroom after the teacher says no, because you had to go,
Wow,
and
wow.
and some people still get punished for that, and it's like, for me, I would stand like against the school for that, and like someone being punched and then hitting the person back to defend themselves and is still getting punished for it, all because the school doesn't know who started it. I would not only stand against the school, but I would call bullcrap because they should have cameras almost everywhere in the halls and should have one probably at least in somewhere, maybe in the classrooms, but also, basically the school should be kept a well eye on, except for the bathrooms for very arguable reasons. But if not in the bathrooms, then almost everywhere else should have them because no other place should need so much privacy. Because I know for my school, the only cameras I knew of was mainly in the hallways, at least what I've seen. I don't think there were any in the classrooms, but even in the hallways, I don't know. I've gotten lucky enough though to have never really been in an actual like fight. Of course, I can't say I've never been like punched, but that wasn't actually a fight. That was like I was, I was willing to let one of my friends, kind of give me a feel of like an estimate of their punching power, and I don't know if they were trying 100%, but that wasn't really a fight. That was, I let them, I used my hands obviously for them to hit at, you know, but I've been lucky enough, I think, to not have really been in a physical fight, so as I know, so as I remember, so especially in like higher grades, so that's good. I've definitely been in, huh? What? Yeah, what did you say after the countdown? Actually, not think about it. Never mind, I asked. So I know that trend. Which doesn't really work for me because I don't like fall for that brain around. I'm assuming you're on Fortnite right now, Nate.
Do you know? Do you know any commands like not basic commands, like but not like not basic commands?
Uh, you've been in the party chat for at least a dozen minutes now, yeah. Hello. Oh, how did I know you were going to ask if I wanted to play Fortnite? How did I know you're already in Fortnite when I've only played with you like a couple times? I wonder. Maybe I'm just really smart. Uh, Actually, though, I was gonna ask if you want to play some Minecraft. It's funny I can say that I very well predicted that when I can't even see on from PlayStation what game he's playing because it says on PS5, I think. Because he's offline. Well, he's appearing offline, but he's online. Just appearing offline. It's funny because, I don't know. My subconscious seems to work a lot better than my conscious does for some reason on that one. I may not like be 100% psychic, but in some cases I feel more psychic than others. And I predicted he was in Fortnite, and I was going to ask about Fortnite, and instead I countered with, "Do you want to play Minecraft?" Which I knew I was going to say that as well. And all those cases where they need, I know a good number. Um, what am I doing? I'm currently about to be done with, but was doing. Um, I was trying to come. I was trying to like figure out is time wise is super. Right now I'm about to be, no, actually, right now, no, actually for the
First of all,
past
that's
two
what
hours,
I'm doing.
actually about the past 2 hours, I've been trying to figure out the numbers for the, actually for the past 2 hours, I've been trying to figure out the numbers for the weapons, like the weapons damage with the non-critical hits and with the critical hits, and also other things that led up to me doing this. So basically, you can say right now I'm being a Minecraft nerd and have been for the past 2 hours. There's really no more admin purposes here. Well, maybe myself, but I don't really serve out admins. I can serve out creative modes, whatever, maybe. Or I can serve, or I can allow the purpose of helping me with these numbers. That's about it. Oh, trust me, what I'm doing now, it's pretty Minecraft nerd kind of stuff. I have no idea on that one though. Nor do I know if they're going to be. They did a thing with Sonic. They did a thing with SpongeBob. Surely they'll eventually do that. I don't know. Because they're cartoon. Well, Sonic is a cartoon, but other shows and movies are not cartoon. And SpongeBob kind of the same thing. Swords, and then there's these. What is it? Axe. Sword. Then there's the axe, which is 2, 4, 6, 9. Alright. I think the base is like the wood sword. Trident is like another sword. Except when you throw it, which when you throw it, it does how much it's supposed to do.
Hello?
BBC sim? I have no idea what you mean by that. Well, like, I know what the letters mean. I don't know what you mean by BBC server, though.
Zion?
But, but,
Zion's one.
when did this party get so popular? I never knew it was possible. But then again, I don't know. Wait, who's saying this? If we want to be in this party, we have to tell you what BBC. You realize this is Zion's party, right? You're saying if we want to be in this party, we have to tell you what BBC stands for. Zion is a party leader, so you can't tell us that. Thanks for telling me. I already knew, and now since you said it, I don't have to. Because now I can say I didn't say it. All I did was hear it, and I'm not repeating it. But thanks for telling me. Because you're low, and you need to get good. No, I'm just kidding. Well, actually, well, you're on one heart,
You're funny.
but you're also on 2 HP. It depends on how you look at it. But how high up are you?
Oh, it's
Are you sure you were on one block, or are you on
hello.
like 4 or 5 blocks high? Because if you're 4 blocks high and you fall, you take, I think, like a heart or something fall damage. I can be a nerdy person with Minecraft, and I'm glad to be very smart. But, well, the way I like to see it is being smart. I take a
Why
test
to
right now.
get the Big Macs?
So
Can I invite you to a different party?
falling from 4
Zion.
blocks takes half. Falling from 5 takes. So you fell from 5 blocks.
With my friend.
What? What was the whole question?
Why did the chicken cross the road? Why did the chicken cross the road? Why did you cross the road to make the world shatter? If I let this guy out, oh, your head.
Okay. Okay, bro. I get it. I get it. Okay, bro.
What? What?
But
What?
nah.
I didn't know what that said. Okay. Can I invite you to a party with my friend? Yes or no? I can chat. Zion?
Bruh. Okay. Nah. 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 That's not even what I'm trying to get at here. Wait a minute. That's not. Yeah, it is. Actually, no, it's not. That's the two figures. That is also. Uh, it's,
I'll invite you to the party if you want to join.
so you just. Okay, so they're just gonna invite you to the. Yo, okay. So they're just gonna invite you to this party anyway.
Wait, what?
Probably really hoping you're gonna join them.
Bro, why did Queso cross the road?
Why with this? No, 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 no. That's not even the point of this whole entire thing.
Bro, he didn't. He didn't cross the road because the whole world would be covered in earthquakes. If
What? So, yeah, I'm gonna need a minute though. But yeah, right. That's not even like the point though. If I see his like finally going better. because my game is currently localized for the moment, but it won't be for long. Actually, what are you doing right now? Also, hello. Also, hello, dear viewer. Bruh, no, why? No, no. Complete 12 should be 6. And then I go to the next page, and I do another X. What number is this even? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow. So there's 12, 13, so we're 15 right here. And that's then another 8X. Another. Okay. Well, the first thing to a PvP server is to know your numbers. The second thing in the middle of a PvP server is knowing what you're going to make it out of, the structure you're going to make it, and what you're going to have accessible to the fighters in the PvP server. You know, actually, if you create a super flat world and turn on hard mode, you'll have a PvP server in like less than a minute, right? Yeah. If you want to make a PvP server, just create a flat world that's already on hard mode with keep inventory on. Boom. Less than a minute. If you want to get more like uh, if you want to get more fancy with it, that's when you. If you want to get more fancy with it, that's when you do all the extra unnecessary stuff. I will. I will do the invite upon the impact. I will do the invite upon the impact of the turning down the fine. I did not realize you were that one out exactly. Minus 13, 6.75. No, didn't know. I just applied to get those letters. Anyway, and yeah, it still doesn't protect me that well. It was two, 1.5, which 3, 1.5 is 4.5. How can I not know that? Which is 0.25, right? And yeah, that's about right. 15. Whoa, dude. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Alright, and then stone, pickaxe, parentheses. So it's going to be 2. 1.5 is 2 is 3. I'm already starting too low. Wait, why you don't have things like that? So, regular. Down. 16. Iron. Pickaxe. That. 2.5 slash 1.5 of 2.5. Why do I keep forgetting what that is? 1.5 of, oh, duh, it's 7.5, right? No, 3.75. 17. Oh, wait. Gold pickaxe. Same numbers as the wood pickaxe. So I can just copy those in my head and paste them in the game. Or rather, remember in my head and type the numbers in here in the game. So perfectly. Nah. I was young space. 18 will be over here. Pickaxe. 3 slash. No. It was 3, 2.5, 3.75. 2, 3. Or no, this is 1.5 of 3. Nice. 45, right? So.
Did you ever get your clothes in the dryer? You ever do that?
No, I did not. Totally forgot about that one. There's another pickaxe. Yeah, I still have a lot of space there. 45 slash. Alright, this one is 5.25. Well, I'm just going to do this. And 20. That's going to be. It shows next. Or should I do the pickaxes out? I'll do show next. So wooden shovel. Wooden shovel. If the wooden pickaxe does 1.5, the shovel does 1. It's funny enough that shovel is the only thing where the number it shows for HP is actually the number it does in hearts instead. Or, yeah. Because the pickaxe is supposed to do 1 heart, 1.5. The shovel is supposed to do half a heart, but did 1. Awesome. Slash 1.5, of course. 30x is not gonna fit, really. One stone shovel 1.5 slash 2. Oh, 2.25. Got it. Yep. Awesome. 2. which pretty much it's wooden pickaxe, the same as wooden shovel, so stone picks the same as iron shovel. 2/30. What's that space? Nope. What's that? 22. 23. Shovel, which was the same as wood, which was 1/1.5. 24. What's the damn shovel? Two, 2.5. And a half slash Sonic Girls Pirate Planet. I didn't realize that. Okay. Trust me, it's 4.75 off of quick math. Well, I'm more off of pattern type memory than off of mathematical memory. Trust me. Alright. Shovel. 3. 4.5. 26. We don't need to do the hose. We'll do that anyway. Because we are supporting again. Wow, PlayStation. Wow. Okay. That's no, I'm pretty sure it's not how you spell them. That is definitely not how you spell that PlayStation. I don't know what you're trying to get me to say, or what you're trying to say, but it's not matching up here. I don't know what you want me to say here, PlayStation. I'm not. Well, I guess those two words sound exactly the same, but they're slowly spelled and structured differently with very different meanings. So no. We're doing HOE. And then when they do the parentheses, and it's the same numbers as the pickaxe. Oh, I'm sorry. Mostly the same numbers. Or wait, yeah. Or no, hold on. I'm sorry. No, it's supposed to be this one. Slash 2.25 7. Eventually, I'm going to skip the video and see like the final results of this. Like, if you're not watching it live, eventually be able to skip to the end of it. Well, at least the end of this whole thing to see the end of how I got this all down. Or kind of skip and breeze through it. But if you're watching it live, you won't be able to. That's just what, 2? And I'm gonna have this 3. 28, last one. I don't even know if I'll be able to fully get this one. I'll be able to actually. Because the words iron and hoe are 2 words, which that's the hoe, I mean HOE, not the other one. That PlayStation Suits. I don't know why PlayStation would just that kind of word to me. I don't know what PlayStation was saying with it, but no, just no.
PlayStation was thinking that dirty minded or something. I'm like, oh, I just happen to know what else and a more modern kind of generation they think sometimes. Yeah, that word, the concept just listen applies to applies this becoming worse time for police to just let's see. Oh, that's the wood. Well, that's just saying numbers 1.5 slash 2 5. And then there's number 30, which is diamond. I don't know when I wonder if it was on the very first time I tried spelling the name of the tool and I somehow for some reason I used like two O's or for some reason I used two O's instead of one long very long time ago. It's probably in the back of the list now it's up front for some reason. Probably doesn't sound like it, but that's probably when 2 by 3. Didn't even need to look at the wood status. Or didn't even need to look at the other here. Kind of know which one this one is. And that's gonna be 4.5. Because trust me, I'm pretty well at the math. I am not the best mathematician out there. Yet I'm still pretty good for basic math. If you don't know why, so I'm not good at math when I'm literally busting the basic math, then that's why. Because I am busting the basic math, not the overly complicated, sometimes unnecessary, advanced kind of math. Because any high schooler that pays attention to class can probably exceed and excel in some basics. Which this one's probably 10% or 20% of the population of schools. Probably even 20, like 15 or 10. That's what I've seen. It's 3.5. It's going to be, what was that? 5.25 or something like that. Trust me, I know. It's a pattern. That it's math off of. It's somewhat of a pattern. 32. Why 32? The trident. The trident oddly has a different kind of way I'll have to go about this because the trident dash row. When you throw it, it's just 4. Oh, what's that? I don't know. 4. There's no. Now, the trident sounds like we have, like, when we throw it, there's no critical hit to it, so it's just 4. But 33. Trident dash melee, which I'm trying to type melee, not me. Hey, Zeus. Melee, though, it is very much different. Well, it's kind of like that, very slow. It goes 8, so it's like 4. And on the critical hit, that's 6. And then 34. I'm gonna do the crossbow first because at least it has definite at least that is a definitive number of damage that it does. I don't actually remember what the damage is. There's a certain number to it. And with this one, because it's different, I'm putting commas instead of parentheses. First, let me figure out what the numbers are. Well, I can remember what the numbers are. Just want to go load up this crossbow. Gonna find guinea pig. We're gonna shoot it. I lost 4.5. I lost another 4.5. Right, hold on. Let me splash. Let's try this again. Alright. 4.5. Some of the 7.5. 4.5. 3. So 4.5. 4.5. Wait. Hold on. 4.5 there. I add 4.5. 4.5. 4.5. And make it slow down. Oh, what the heck? Still doing like 5. How? I just did 4. Yes. 4. 4. 5. I'm doing 5. How am I doing numbers differently? What? Wait. No, it's not. What's... Oh my god. Oh god. Is it like actually like a weak spot? Like it's like the crossbows or it does more damage or something? Well, it doesn't seem like it, but sometimes it seems like it. I don't know, it's hard to tell. I just can't pinpoint it though. 5, 4, 4.5.
Join war. What?
5, 4.5.
Okay. I don't know how to 1v1.
That's
You should get Obsidian.
He should get better at the game. No, I know what he should get. He should get better at the game. No, I'm joking. No, well, actually, I can't really say that if I don't know for sure. So I'm not joking. What? If I had to pick between Netherite Armor and Obsidian, I would pick give him the Netherite Armor and give me the best sword stuff in the game. Like, how about we start fair? We each get Diamond Armor, and then
Wait,
I'll
somebody
try.
add me. Wait, Sonic.
Well, we'll try the fair
Wait,
fight.
did you add me? Wait, did you add me, Sonic?
I did not. Not yet. Wait, no. Why do I keep doing that? Why? Oh, I'm glad I saved the invite.
Uh-oh.
No, I'm sorry, I did the wrong thing. No, I haven't added you yet. Oh, except for now. Oh, wait, what? Oh, you already... Oh.
Okay, guys.
Where's the power?
Guys,
Speed. Okay, so
guys,
crossbow. It's a little random for me. It's just 4 to 5. It's literally
wait, let me check his broadcast.
It's my YouTube video. Based.
Hello.
More.
Wait, am I in the broadcast?
If you have a voice to be shared, I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you don't say anything too sensitive, personal, or too like uncalled for, you should be fine.
Okay, cool.
Yes. There's a reason.
Yeah, I'm in the broadcast. Let's go, baby.
Because my system just not even. I can't fit this thing there.
Let's go.
Well, it was a melee with a base. So it was one melee.
Oh, I got down. I'm feeling like that.
This special, unique melee, which is like not like this one. So the real melee is
Guys, should I
sword. 3, not 2.5, but 3 for some reason.
Wait. Wait, let me stop you first.
1.5, 4, 5.
Wait.
The next thing is
Come on,
6.
bitch.
And bow, because I know that one is completely random. Except for the fact
Sorry.
it's 1 in 4 hearts regularly.
Hey, wait. Before I join, I'll do something real quick.
4. Lastly, 37, the only other part that I haven't tested yet. To see if there's any pattern relates with how high up I go.
1, 2, 3, powerful. Oh,
That's like,
shit.
well, that's actually more like I need to heal up, and that's more like I used the wrong
Oh, no.
weapon.
shit.
So, normal hit, critical hit.
Wait. Whoever was first is handsome. Okay, wait. I'm trying to search up his thing. So I want to watch his.
Jump from that and crit. Wait, that does the same damage. So where does the misability stuff come in? Should walk off from 2 blocks. Walk off from 2 blocks. Hit. Still.
Wait, guys. Wait, did somebody type?
Hello, Snuggie.
Wait, guys, somebody type.
Oh my god! What? From 3 blocks to 9
Wait, who's
hearts.
Snuppy? Wait, who's Snuppy?
How does the moose do 9 hearts from 3 blocks? It's like jumping from 2 blocks and then critting with it. How?
Wait, guys, he just said hello.
Hello, Snuggie. Also, why did you make me the party? Oh, hold on. I didn't see what did. It's much more than before.
He just said he's a big fan.
I can't believe from 3 blocks up the mace can do 9 hearts. I had no idea. Play stuff. Excuse me again? Excuse me?
Wait, can you add
Just
me
do
real quick?
9 hearts earlier. Jumping from 2 blocks. Excuse me? Did I just do like 10.5 hearts? Excuse me? Right, tell me, I broke 1. And this is longer. Oh! Okay.
That's wow. This maze is overpowered. You can be up 3 blocks high and do as much as like 12.5 parts of damage. Like, if I heal up my that subject all the way, take this mace, jump the way as long as I can before I made. Look at that. I waited as long as I could before I pressed the right trigger. 12.5 parts gone. I could have one hit someone with basically 3 blocks of height with this thing. But you're telling me I walk off from 2 and I only do that like a normal person. Like that is the most insane thing. If I wait long enough, I'm doing normal crits for 2. But if I jump off for like 2 blocks, or if I walk off of 3, basically 3 blocks of fall height or higher, and I can do up to 12.5. But for 2 or lower, I can do as much as like 4.5. That's just insane. Like, that is such a big difference. Honestly, in this book, for the Mace special melee, I'm just gonna special melee. I'm just gonna and then
I'm very sorry.
this can go anywhere between 4.5, which is like standard critical. Well, technically, this is 4.5 plus, because the higher you fall from, the more damage you do. Well, actually, no, hold on, because that's just falling from. Well, 4.5 was like the lowest side, which is falling off from 2 blocks. But on the highest side of the lowest, it's 12.4. If you're trying to do the unique melee with this, then at the minimum for the unique melee is 12.5. Or higher. Which, of course, like I said, it depends on like how high. Like if you fall from a high enough height with a smage, you can one shot a warden. Like who knew there was a well? I was assuming there was a way to get the wings in regular style Minecraft. I just wouldn't know how to do it. How to get it? I'm assuming there's a way. And if it's not, then that means they probably haven't implemented yet. And hopefully they plan on it. So I would love a way to kill easy warden in survival mode without dying. Like. Honestly, like, I really would. I would just love to be able to go to these wardens in their ancient cities and just be way up at the top of them, fall down, and boom! And then not even die. Be like, who's overpowered now? Freaking pathetic wardens. Like, I would just love to do that one time.
Yo.
Like, if those wardens had, like, if those wardens could have the abilities of a player, they would just be so mad. And yet, not a thing they could do about it. But that's just the weapons from the standard set of that's like the swords, axes, pickaxe, shovels, hoes, to weapons like the trident, the mace, bow, crossbow. Of course, you can't predict the bow too well. They left. There's not really much. I don't think there's anything else we can actually hold as like a weapon. Not really. Like a melee weapon. Or like a bow, crossbow. Not much in it. So, that's that. I mean, I think you can. Actually, I think. Don't wind chargers actually do some kind of damage? Oh my god, they do. They actually do a half harder damage. I forgot about that, actually. There's another thing that can go on the list of things that does damage. I'd use as an everyday PvP weapon that does not involve some shenanigery like in crystals, or obsidian, or bed bombing, or
respawn anchor bombing, stuff like that. Just the casual PvP ranged weapon, casual PvP projectile. Wind charge. Wind charge. Zero 0.5. And now here, we'll put plus, and then parentheses, can, and like we will launch. Oh wait, never mind. I'm just gonna put can launch target in the air a little. Oh, I put an A in there. Little. Unless if you're me and just use this to do it as high as I can, as quick as I can, to try and get a places super fast, which... Alright, speaking of, I think I'm pretty much done with this book for now. Because, yeah, I don't think this... I mean, to use, like wind charge, that's a good, like, projectile weapon you can use and that stuff. Technically, actually, I think inner pearls do damage. No, they really don't. They, like, your hearts will tick like that, like a flash like that, as they do like a ticker damage, but they like do nothing. Like, I think you'd be fine if you got rolled into on half a heart. You would just be fine. But of course, when you actually throw a pearl for yourself, that, well, with no armor, you see, that does 2.5? Hold on, I thought I did 3 hearts. Whoa! How did I just take that screen? Oh, triangle. Okay. And we have that option in the game. Why? I can just use the button to the left of my pad on my PS controller, and I can do the exact same thing there. I don't understand. Like on PlayStation, we have that. On Xbox, we have the other button that's kind of like this one. On mobile, you have your phone. You can just screenshot your screen, and on PC, you have like Control Shift or Control Shift Alt if you want to change how much of your screen and where you want to take a picture of on your screen. Like, we have accessibilities on our own device to take pictures. Don't know why they have to do it in the game as well. Like, Minecraft has, like, never had that. And yes, I do question, those of you think about it, I do question why Rayman Legends says this. Well, technically, it's, yes, they call it camera mode, but actually, I know why they have it. Well, actually, I don't question why they have it, but I'm glad they have it, because it, like, it's like, essentially like a pause to the game without actually pause menu, but like, it's like pausing the game without the pause menu being in the way, and being able to continue the game without, like, countdown or whatever, I don't know. But it allows you, like, it's meant for you to be able to, like, screenshot something if you need to. Which is pretty cool. But this, I just don't know why. Like, this is the kind of game where screenshotting anything will make no difference. Not to mention, you can only do it from the pause menu, and why would you want that? Or does it actually screenshot the screen that's not the pause menu? Because, like I said, we can do out. Wait, so I guess Mojang really went through that process for some reason? decided it'd be a good idea for everyone to be able to take screenshots from in the game, which still takes up some more space in the game. Even if you do it this way, regardless of how you do it, it takes more space still. Out of all things to try for this game, they tried that instead of fixing. They tried to create something that hasn't been done in this game yet, rather than trying to fix something that hasn't even been fixed yet. Like, out of all things that this game has had or not had, and wrong with it, they chose to add that feature that we already. Like, I don't understand. Like, of all the things this game they could have done with this game, instead of fixing something on this with this game, like bugs or something wrong with this game that they could have fixed, they chose to add a feature that I already never plan on using, that no one should ever plan on needing to use, a feature we already have, hopefully have on every device. Like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. For me, if I want to take a screen, I mean, you already, when you pause the game, or pause menu, when you see it says resume game up there, but you see on my screen, that animal just moved off of my screen. That animal by the right side of my pause screen up there is no longer on my screen. All of a sudden, things still continue, and trust me, when I'm by myself, it still does the same thing. The game will continue even when you hit the pause menu. It just doesn't exactly pause like that in this game, no matter what. And if you find a way to pause it, then yeah, I mean, it must be one huge glitch or one huge mod to do it. Because there's no way to do it legitimately. This way I can kind of see my skin without going to third person. But because of doing all that testing, those hearts are in the way. Speaking of, throw some instant healing at that. Okay, so we got all those numbers down, so I don't need to go through that again. So I got it down once, and well, I will be needing that stuff later. The wind charge is pretty cool, though. I'll get to that. Oh yeah, man. I did get all the breakers, right? Yeah, I did. Okay. So I can throw that away too. I need to make sure I don't throw the book away. I need to keep that book somewhere pretty safe, like in a chest. Because I am. Yeah, well, I'll get to that later. I'll get to some of this. I think first I'm going to get to the armor. Because there's a lot of mobs to go over. Even just their HP. Because I'm going to want to know all the mobs' HP. And that's going to be a lot to go through. So honestly, at this point, especially given there's going to be a lot of mobs to do, I'll probably just go through like one or two at a time. Like, that part's going to take longer, so I'm just going to pull these back for now. And on part 3, I'll focus on the armor. And with the armor, I'm going to focus on the player armor first, obviously. And then I'll focus on, like, the horse armor. And then there's the primitive wolf. I still haven't seen much of the wolf armor. I only know that it's been recently added to existence. So eventually, I'll get that too. So, like, I think I'll do player armor first, which includes, obviously, different kinds of, like, there's leather, or there's leather, chain, iron, gold, diamond, netherite. And then there's a turtle helmet. I won't really do the elytra so much. I mean, if I do their abilities, yeah, but it'd be kind of hard to. You see, the durability is something that I don't know how, like, a good way to, like, there's no numbers for that at all. It's much harder to put a number on it, because, like, with the swords, I know I can get through 3 iron golems exactly with one wood sword, and then the gold sword only gets through a little over half of a second one. But that's just based on how many times I actually regularly stab iron golems. So me stabbing something 60 times with a sword, I get 60 stabs out of this. If I do regular hits, I don't even know if that's with like critical hits or not. And right now, I'm just trying to get the damage because right now that's what mainly matters. Although, when I think about it, I actually may go back and do the durability, but for right now, I'll mainly focus on what it does, and then I'll go back to how long can it do it for. Because how am I going to ask how long can its effects last if I don't know what they are? I would want to know what the effect is first, and I really do want to know what the effect is before I want to know how long it lasts. So, yeah, but it's not armor, turtle shell, and then so they're kind of like armor piece for us. And there's the horse armors, which leather and gold and diamond. And then this wolf armor, which I've never actually seen wolf armor being put on a wolf before. Wait. Oh, no, I can only put on when it's tamed, right? So if I get me some bones,
Oh,
tame this dog. Oh, okay. That has to be some good armor right there. That's gotta be some pretty good armor. I don't know. They seem to like ones. They actually go for it. Oh no, wait, that's
can
right.
I join?
Yeah. Solid. I'll leave the don't do it. Oh wait, hold on. But also,
Wait, how do I join though?
you'll be able to join in a minute.
Cute doggy, by the way. Also, I'm Snugby. Doggy, by the way.
Oh, wait, can't I just use this? Yeah, I can. I can give like more here for you. Yeah, that's gotta be some good looking armor. Hey, look at you. Got some good looking armor there. That's some good looking armor. Yes. Hmm. Well, so have some healing. Yes, sir. Healing is all for you. Honestly, you know,
So,
it is one piece for me now. I'm gonna give effects at E. Resistance 9999 9, I think. 255. True. All current entities will have resistance, including myself and the guinea pig this time. You are never dying. Okay.
sorry.
This year, the first dog I've seen with armor, you're not dying. Nothing is killing you anytime soon. Got that?
Sorry.
Unless someone tries to slash kill out E, and I will make sure that they burn and rot in this world the worst way possible for you. And I'll make sure your brothers and sisters get to bite them too. You are cherished more than anything. Get to bite them too.
Aww.
That is why I do not believe it is necessary to keep you on a fence like most. So, make some friends. Yes. Okay, I think
Oh, never mind.
it's alright. At least
Want
they
that though, but fine.
At least see how family, right? Yeah. Oh, and they can grow them up a little bit, but that's alright. I won't grow them too much. Have experiences in life. Gotta be sweet, Lansing. Alright. And then
one more thing before I end the stream. Oh, my Chris is like on the left. Oops. Okay. Yeah, that. Oh. I can't play to him until he goes up. Alright, well. I'll save the one for when that one goes up. Meanwhile, take away the chest. Stuff will still be there. Food. Leash. I'm gonna get ready to end part 1. Before I do, there's some bonus content right here coming up. Of what I like to do bonus content. I pretty much almost never done this before, but I'm gonna do it. The first time in never done this bonus content. I'm gonna do it. I ran out of bonus content wind charges. It's fine, grabbing more, I don't care. Maybe it's good bonus content. Biggest wind charge out here to show you guys what I meant earlier by unless if you're me. Earlier when I said unless if you're me with these wind charges, this is exactly what I mean. Oh, you these things just fly high. It's like seasides, of course. Oh, at the top of the tower. Good stuff right there. That's why I like to call bonus content. Will I survive this charge clutch? No, I won't. Oh yeah, hold on. You're all getting resistance. You're never dying. I can watch you like all over there. You wouldn't die. Trust me. You're fine. I can even watch this unspoken stranger here and there. They would survive every hide. I can watch all three of you together. You're fine. I promise. All three of you cute. Yes. Okay, anyway, enough of me being off. I hate that. I do, actually. Surprisingly, I hate that feature. It's whatever, though. Anyways. The end of part 2 is here. So that was a really great one, but I'm gonna end it here. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. If you're in the channel and you're interested, make sure you leave a sub. And I'll be also looking forward to part 3. Remember, the more you know, the better you are. The more practice you get, the better you are. The better you get, well, that's it. Unless you're trying to get famous. Then the better you are, the more famous you might get. If you keep doing good at it. You get better at being better, I guess. Anyways. Good night or good day to you guys, depending on where you're at. Anyways. Bye, have a good time. No. So once I feel like I accomplished something, though, to be honest, like, all little jokes aside, I feel like I actually accomplished something for once. It's called getting good at the game. Really, that is. So, that was really great. It was definitely some time I did not think I'd spend, like, a lot of time, but I'm kind of glad I did. Because it definitely is an accomplishment. It feels like one. It is one. Because when you know the numbers like that, and you really get to memorize and hold those numbers like it's part of your body in the game, like it's essential, like it is completely necessary, like you cannot lose it, like it's something that you will die without having.
when you hold that kind of like power or knowledge, you almost just don't die. Because you'll know, like, when you hit your opponent, how much HP are they on? Like, if you have like a stone sword, your opponent has no armor, or heck, an iron sword. I found out that it does so much damage with critical hits, you can two-shot an opponent with an iron sword if you crit them both times. Like, how amazing. With a mace, you can fall 3 blocks down and, like, take 12 and a half hearts off your opponent, which would insta-kill them. Like, how crazy, right? Like, I did not know all of these things were possible until tonight, when I explored the numbers and found out. I did not know that the numbers on the crossbow were so random. I thought once they had a pattern, nope, just seemed random. So it's between 4.5 and 5. Like, some things I did not know, I now know. And it's incredible. So, like, I forgot that when charges did any damage. Now I remember they do. I honestly feel like I went more than I thought I ever would tonight. Now I'm glad, grateful, and honestly I feel even better about part 3 and so on. Because I know I'm going to learn more stuff, get better PvP, who knows. Any of you watching that don't already know this, that feel the need or feel the will to know this, you might find it rather interesting or rather benefiting. Well, if you find it benefiting, you'll probably find it both interesting and benefiting. You usually don't find it benefiting and not interesting. So, with all that said, that's the end of it. Part 2, done. Part 3 will start on the weapons. Till then,